It's always scoring a high.
It was quite a get together the other night.
Did you hear what they raised? $193,000.
You're kidding.
No.
Wow. Well,
I think there's a lot of silent donors.
that's great. Keep them funded for at least a year.
Yeah.
I know we had 2 tables there, not much. I got coffee in my life. We're supposed to before I got to go.
It was amazing.
It was the first time they've done it across the highway, right? You usually do it down here to the ACD.
Well, it outgrew it. Last year we did it.
It was
Out
kind
there.
of ACD. Oh, they did.
Yeah. No. 6.
Pretty impressive.
Really is.
Very good. Call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Chris Lamb,
Here.
Sarah Payne,
Here.
Peter Kemp,
Here.
Dave Schlemmer,
Here.
Logan Zuber.
We have a quorum. First point of business is election of officers. Take nominations from the floor for chairman.
For chairman, nominate Chris Lamb.
Second. Any other nominations? Close nominations. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. New chairman. Nominations for vice president.
I'll nominate Logan Zuber.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Secretary.
Nominate Sarah Payne.
Second. Any other nominations? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We have new officers.
Getting rid of the fossils.
Okay,
Trade
so
seats,
let's
Mr.
change
Kemp.
chairs.
Musical chairs.
Oh, here's my cheat sheet.
Okay. Day.
Yeah, it is.
You better go sit by him then, because he's got a computer over there.
See that see.
Well, it's been fun. How long have I been on this organization? A while.
Well, you're not going anywhere yet.
No, not till January of next year.
All right. Has everybody had an opportunity to review the minutes from the December meeting?
Yes.
I'll entertain a motion for
Move
approval.
to approve the minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 It's hard not to
Any
talk.
opposed? I know, right? Minutes are confirmed. Any need to modify the agenda? All right. No need to modify the agenda. I don't have it. There we go. I will, any old business, seeing none, move over to new business. I will open BZA use variance 2026-001 public hearing. Staff report.
James Ketteret, City Planner for Auburn. And Mr. Chairman, can we open the public hearing for the second case as well? I will present one staff report, but cover both requests. And then clearly when we get to discussion and findings, we need to separate them out and handle them separately. But since they're both on the same property, it would be best just to do the one hearing for the both.
Is there any issue with having two public hearings open at once? Mr. Attorney?
I don't have a problem with it. I talked with Jim before the meeting, and I think it'd be okay. He's going to say the same thing, I
Okay.
believe, in both things. So
Then I will go ahead and also open the public hearing for BZA Standard Variance 2026-001.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
So the request, the use variance request, it was filed by the property owner Parker Klein, requesting a variance of use to allow a property that's got a common address of 100 East Ensley Avenue to be utilized as what we're referring to as a back of the house food preparation area for the Brown House restaurant. On the location map shows the location. This actually is a garage structure. It was constructed as a garage structure. It's been utilized as a storage area for the restaurant for some time. And they also have requested to expand that building to enlarge, put an addition onto that building. So that's the request for a variance of use. The development standard requests the standard variance 2026-001 is a request for a development standard for the property. It would increase the maximum allowable lot coverage from currently it's at 55%. He wants to expand it to 78%. That is due to the requested addition to that garage building. So those are the two requests upon the property. We did advertise public hearing on these requests at the Star on February 10th, and there were 4 adjacent property owners notified of the request. So the property itself is currently zoned residential as part of the traditional residential district, and it is surrounded on 3 sides with some commercial zoning. To the north, the south, and to the west is commercial zoning. To the east, there are two residences zoned traditional residential as well. One thing about this particular property, it is included in the 2040 plan as a village appropriate for village commercial use. So although it's zoned residential, ultimate long-term future use would be commercial. Photograph of the building, you probably all seen it. It's off an alley that's just north of the restaurant. There's an entrance, a garage door entrance on the west side of the building, and then there's a pedestrian entrance on the front of the building facing the alley. We did receive a letter regarding these variance requests from the adjacent property owner to the east. They actually own both of those structures to the east. They had no objection to the requested variance. This existing garage, it was a garage for one of the residential structures. It was initially part of that lot. So it was constructed as a residential garage back in 2004. That property, the garage and the parking area in front of the garage was split off from the residential properties back in 2019. So the homes stayed on their own property to the east. The garage and the parking area to the south is on a separate lot now. And as I mentioned, it's been utilized for storage for a few years for the Brown House restaurant. I mentioned the businesses. There are existing commercial businesses to the north. Kind of northeast a little bit is the Auburn dry cleaners business. To the south, of course, the Brown House restaurant. To the west is Sandra D's and then the motorcycle club. So that we do have commercial in the area. Part of the request is being spurred by a request for an addition to the building. It would be a 15-foot wide, 30-foot deep addition to the building. It would be on the east side of the garage. And again, it's going to be an area for storage, and they intend to do some food preparation within the structure as well to assist. It's somewhat limited for space inside the restaurant, and so they need additional area to grow the business of the restaurant. This is not an area of building that would be accessed by the public. It would only be for employees of the business. Again, the addition itself is proposed to a property that currently is not conforming as far as lot coverage. So already, when we look at lot coverage, it's the building and the parking area. So combined, and so that's where the allowable is 55% under residential zoning. They're requesting to go to the 78%. The lot coverage requirements for the adjacent commercials is 80%, and where the Sandra D's and the motorcycle club is actually allowed to be 100% lot coverage. So they're coming in with a request for 78%. That means 22% of the lot still remains in grass. That area would be in the rear or to the north of the proposed garage and to the side of the proposed garage. What they're, and again, a couple of, can you go to the other staff report? Couple of, just to show, if you go to the photographs. This is the actual, the addition would go again on the east side of the building. This is what it looks like in the front of the existing building. That grassed area will remain. Then to the east of the building is where the addition will go. If you can scroll down. Yep, that's the actual area to the east of the building where the addition is proposed to go. The addition and the building will meet all the setback requirements for the zoning district it's in. And again, I mentioned the 80% lot coverage for commercial. The dry cleaners business complies with that. The Brown House restaurant's actually 100% lot coverage, even though it's only allowed to be 80%. That's a non-conforming situation. It's probably been at 100% for many, many years. So with that, on the two requests, going to the first request for the use variance. Again, staff's recommendation, the garage has been utilized for storage, for the Brown House for several years. It's not associated with the residential structures anymore. But the proximity of the structure to the Brown House is really ideal for operations of the restaurant. And I think since the property is surrounded on three sides by commercial uses, it seems to be an appropriate use also, as well as looking at the 2040 plan says that's the long-term future use of that property would be commercial. So staff does recommend the Board of Zoning Appeals accept the proposed findings of fact and approve the use variance as requested. For the lot coverage variance, again, the adjacent lot coverage for three properties adjacent to it's already at 100%. This particular one addition would create it at 78%. So there's still considerable grass area and pervious area available on the property. And so we feel that with that, we recommend the board accept the proposed findings of fact for the lot coverage variance and approve that request as presented. That would conclude staff report.
Thank you very much. Would the applicant like to come forward and speak on the project? Please say your name and your address as well.
Parker Klein, 3684 County Road 27 in Auburn. I think Jim covered everything very well for me. We're obviously a very small building and don't have much room to grow. We're just trying to stay relevant with everything developing in town. So I just ask that you guys approve these.
Thank you very much. We'll might call you back with any other questions, but I don't think there's a deep audience today. Would anybody in the audience like to speak for or against the project? Hearing none, I'll go ahead and close the public hearing for both applications for discussion.
Makes sense.
Fine with it.
All right. I will entertain, or would the attorney please proceed with findings of fact?
Yes, sir. First of all, this is findings of fact for the Klein variance BZA use variance 2026-1. Number one, we approve the variance will or will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community.
Will not.
Will not.
Do you wish to adopt the staff finding?
Yes.
Yes.
Number two, the use and value of the area adjacent to the property included in the variance will or will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner.
Will not.
Will not.
Do you wish to adopt the staff finding?
Yes.
Yes.
Number three, the need for the use variance does or does not arise from some condition peculiar to the staff, the property involved.
Does.
arise?
Do you wish to adopt the staff finding there?
Yes.
Yes.
Number four, the strict application of the terms of the ordinance will or will not constitute an unnecessary hardship if applied to the property for which the variance is involved.
Will.
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 Do you wish to adopt the staff finding?
Yes.
Yes.
And five, the approval does or does not interfere substantially with the Auburn Comprehensive Plan.
Does not.
Does
Does
not.
And do you want to adopt that staff finding?
Yes.
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 And we'll
Okay.
move to the
Those are the
findings.
findings for the variance.
Oh, yep. Thank you. Yep. If you could proceed with the findings of fact for the, well, actually, let's close this one out first. So I'll entertain a motion
Okay.
for BZA standard variance 2026-00 or use variance 2026-001.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. We'll go ahead and do the findings of fact for BZA standard variance 2026-001.
Okay, these are the findings of fact for BZA standards variance 2026-001. Number one, the approval of the variance will or will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community.
Will not.
Move to adopt the staff finding.
Yes.
Yes.
Number two, the use of the area adjacent to the property included in that variance will or not be affected in a substantially adverse manner.
Will not.
And do you wish to adopt that staff finding?
Yes.
Yes.
And three, the strict application of the terms of the ordinance will or not result in practical difficulties in the use of the property.
Will.
And you wish to adopt that staff finding?
Yes.
Those are the findings of fact for standards variance 2026-1.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion for BZA standard variance 2026-001.
So moved.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right. Thank you very, very much. Good luck.
You can leave too if you want, or you can stick around. It's up to you. Some people always stay, and I'm like, you don't have to.
All right. I will move over to open the public hearing for BZA standard variance 2026-002. Staff report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And on this, we have two cases as well. Can we open the public hearing for 2026-03?
Yep. I will also, in conjunction, open the public hearing for BZA standard variance 2026-003.
Thank you, sir. So these two requests were filed by Donald Pranger on behalf of the current property owner, Emery Edelman. They're requesting a development standards variance to allow an accessory building, which would be proposed as an 18-foot by 32-foot garage, to be placed upon the lot, which is located at 350 West 9th Street. Locate an accessory building on the lot without a primary structure located on the lot. So the UDO requires any lot of this residential lot in the city shall have a primary structure on the property before you can place an accessory structure, whether it's a garage or shed or something of that sort. So that's the reason for that variance request. The 03 request is also for a development standards variance, and this would be to decrease the side yard setback requirement that would apply to the structure from 5 feet down to 2 feet. So these requests requires a public hearing was advertised in the Star back on February 10th. There were 5 adjacent property owners that were notified of their request. So the lot, it's hard to distinguish it as a lot. If you drove by, you wouldn't know. It looks like side yards. So I've highlighted where this actual lot is. This is a tract of land. There was a structure on it at one time. This is just a piece of land that exists between the two adjacent properties. Those property owners did not. They had an opportunity to purchase this property. They did not. So the current property owner did purchase the property at a tax sale. And now Mr. Pranger has a request for the variances to construct a building and then purchase the property. The proposed plan shows the garage being placed on the north half of the lot. I would call it the rear portion of the lot, with the driveway access going to the alleyway. So between the structure and the front, being 9th Street, it would simply be a grass area. He did submit a conceptual drawing. This is not necessarily the structure that would be built or the color of it, but it shows basically a one-car garage that would be erected on the property. Would have to have a concrete or asphalt driveway, a hard surface driveway to the alley. That's a requirement. And I believe the door for the building, this one shows it on the side. I believe it actually would be on the north. This property is currently zoned traditional residential. So it is a single family residential zoning district. That's an aerial photograph of the tract of land between the two structures. The structure to the west is actually a multifamily building. So there are a number of apartments within that particular building. The building to the east is a single family home. So this is from 9th Street looking to the north. You can scroll down. Yep. This is from the alley looking south between the two lots. You can see that the home to the east has a detached garage on it. And then this just gives kind of an aerial perspective that shows the multifamily building. It actually has parking area and whatnot behind the home. And then the home to the east has the detached garage. You can see a number of these structures have detached garages in the rear of the properties. So again, this is proposed to be a one-story garage, 18 foot by 32 foot. And as I mentioned, the code's very specific that what we don't want to have is a typical residential lot, which, we have homes on it, and then there's a vacant lot. Somebody comes along and simply wants to put a garage on the lot. It's a residential lot. You have to have a primary structure. The intent is to have a structure because most lots have a standard width to it. This is a unique lot in that obviously it's very narrow. Without a variance, and even with that, I don't know that you could construct a home. It would be a shotgun style home. Obviously, you can do it. It's done all the time in New Orleans and cities like that, where you have very narrow lots and very deep structures. So it could be possible to build a home on the lot. The applicant's proposing to build a garage. He lives in the neighborhood. He lives about a block away. Just has a need for a garage structure, and so this property came available. The lot, again, the measurements of the lot is 22 foot in width, and then 155 foot in depth. The current property owner secured the property in 2025 and then listed it for sale. As I mentioned, the applicant has a contract to purchase the lot to construct this building. If I could go to the variance request. The variance request is, again, we have a 22-foot lot proposing an 18-foot wide garage. So he's requesting, instead of the 5-foot setbacks at each side, which would take 10 foot, so you'd only have a 12-foot wide garage, he's proposing to reduce the setbacks to 2 feet. Staff, when we talked with the applicant about this, our concern was the location of the building. We didn't want it to appear, again, as you look at the other structures along 9th Street, the garages are in the back of the house and have access off the alleys. We felt this particular request is reasonable, provided the structure is placed to the rear. We didn't want it all the way up front off of 9th Street, that with a driveway to 9th Street. We thought that would be that would just not look, make it look out of place, is what I'm trying to say. If the garage is back behind the buildings, the homes that are there, then it looks like it's just another accessory building for a lot. And so with this particular request, we actually recommend a couple of conditions, because it is 2 foot close for any building. 2 foot is close. So we do support the request for the setback variance, but we would like to recommend 2 conditions with that. One is that the roof drains need to drain onto the property to the north or to the south. We don't want the roof drains to drain towards the east or west, which would, in essence, be directing it to the neighbors' properties. The more important condition that we recommend, number 2, is that the garage be set back from 9th Street a minimum of 70 feet. That then places the garage structure to the north of the existing homes, where it would be somewhat inconspicuous and wouldn't stand out as a garage on a lot as it would in a normal residential subdivision. For the variance for the accessory structure on the lot, something we do get asked about is this is not an uncommon request. And this is the only instance where staff has told a potential applicant that we could support it. Because typically, again, when you have a full-size residential lot, that's intended to be a residential lot and not for somebody just to have a garage to store their toys, their cars, whatever. So we've really discouraged a lot of other lots from being just a garage. This particular request we thought was very unique, and that's why we do recommend and we support the variance request. We don't believe it's feasible for somebody to build a new home on that lot at 18 foot wide. But it does seem to be appropriate to be used for a garage, provided the garage is set back. So we do recommend you're approving the 2026-02 variance to allow the accessory structure and have submitted proposed findings of fact for your consideration. And we recommend the setback variance and recommend that you accept staff proposed findings for that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Would the applicant like to come up and speak for the project? Please state your name and your address.
Donald Pranger, 303 West 10th Street. And I was talking to Jim about this and everything. So what I'd like to do is put a small garage up there. I have a classic car that I like to keep in there. I live about a block away. And so I just thought it'd be a nice location for me. The picture up there that you've seen had a door on the side. I wouldn't have a door on the side just because of the property being so narrow. I'd have door on the other end, a man door, a walkout door on the other end of the property so that it's not going to be walking out on somebody's property, so to speak. Anything else?
My only question is, what would you envision the I guess would be the south facing part of the structure to look like? So the part that would be facing 9th Street. I didn't notice in the
The part
visuals
that's facing the street?
that would be facing 9th Street. What would the
9th
part of
Street
that-
would be a man door, like a regular outside door.
Okay.
The overhead door would be
that we would
towards
see
8th
from
Street,
9th
towards
Street?
the alley in the back. Yeah. So I could come in off of the alley in the back.
No, I mean the other way. So what you would see from 9th Street, what would you see that part of the building? Would it just be a blank wall?
No, it would be a door, an exterior door, a man door, or
I think that's what you're saying is facing the alleyway, right?
no.
The big overhead.
The overhead.
No, the overhead door would be facing the
Oh, I
alley.
see. Okay.
I have to go out the back
Got
of
it.
the
Okay.
property.
Because it's too narrow. Got it.
Yeah,
Got
I
it.
have to go out the back of the
Okay.
property out on the 8th Street there.
Got it. Okay.
And in the front would be another
Just
door,
one
but it would be
door.
an external door, like a 3-foot door.
Got it. Thank
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. Thank you
Okay.
very much, sir.
Thank you.
Would anybody else like to speak for or against the project? Hearing none, I'll go ahead and close the public hearing. Discussion.
I think with the conditions, moving it off the street, that's fine. I don't think people even notice, that it's standalone.
Yeah, I didn't like the idea of it at first, but listening to Jim, it actually, in this very specific instance, it makes sense since it's on an alley. If this was on a two-way street, I would really discourage it because then anybody can go by a lot that's 15 foot wide and throw up accessory buildings all over. But in this specific instance, I think it actually does make sense.
I would agree. Limited circumstance, and I agree with staff that very, very narrow scope to review this one. So, I will close the public hearing. I don't know if I did that previously. So both will be closed. Attorney, findings of fact for standard variance for 002, please.
Hey, these are the findings of fact for 350 West 9th Street, standards variance BZA 2026-2. Number one, the approval of the variance will or not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community.
Will not.
Will not.
Just to adopt the staff finding.
Yes.
Two, the use and value of the area adjacent to the property included in the variance will or will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner.
Will not.
You wish to adopt that staff finding.
Yes.
Yes.
And three, the strict application of the terms of the ordinance will or will not result in practical difficulties in the use of the property.
Will.
You wish to adopt that staff finding.
Yes.
And those are the findings then.
Thank you very much. I will entertain a motion for standard variance 2026-002.
Move to approve BZA standard variance 2026-002.
Second.
With conditions.
Nope, not this one.
Conditions.
Oh, the
Or on the
conditions
other
are on the other.
Hearing a motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. If we could do the findings of fact for standard variance 2026-003, please.
Okay, these are the findings of fact for 350 West 9th Street, setback standards variance, or BZA standards variance 2026-003. Number one, the approval of the variance will or will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community.
Will
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 not.
not.
Wish to adopt the staff finding.
Yes.
Yes.
2, the use of value of the area adjacent to the property included in the variance will or not be affected in a substantially adverse manner.
Will not.
Will not.
Do you wish to adopt the staff finding?
Yes.
Yes.
And number 3, the strict application of the terms of the ordinance will or will not result in practical difficulties in the use of the property.
Will.
Will.
And do you wish to adopt that staff finding?
Yes.
Yes.
Those are the findings.
Thank you very much. With that, I will entertain a motion for this project. Please consider the conditions as well.
Move to approve
With the 2
with
conditions?
the 2 conditions of draining, roof drains will not be directed east or west, be directed onto the property. And I have a setback from 9th Street at a minimum of 70 feet.
Second?
Hearing a motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries. Thank you very much.
All set. Thank you.
Good luck on your project, sir.
Thank you.
All right. That is all of the new business reports from board members. Anything? Pete, thank you very much for your time as chairman. You did fantastic. It's definitely been a guiding hand for this
My pleasure.
body. So thank you very much. And same thing with you, Dave. Thank you for being his heir apparent for a while and then bowing out at the last moment. Greatly appreciate it. Staff, anything?
I don't believe any application were filed yet. We'll wait a couple of days just to be sure, but I'll send a note out if we are canceling the next meeting.
Thank you.
Well, we do have the return of
yes.
the
We-
Verizon.
Thank you for reminding me. We will have a meeting next month. We have the remanded case.
Good.
Coming back.
Glad to
Thank
hear
you.
Any, hear anything about what's going on with that?
Me, I haven't heard anything more about it.
Yeah, no, just that, we're submitting that. It'll be a new public hearing. So we're re-notifying the neighbors, legal notice, all of that, just as we did the first hearing. But it'll
Okay.
come back as the same case.
One other question, the house 2 doors down or from the item we just heard, okay, he has a junkyard in the back.
It's
Did you notice that?
I noticed it on the aerial photograph, which was taken a couple years ago, but
it's since been cleaned up.
Oh, it has?
that's.
Yeah, I saw that.
My
jump
sister
back
lives
there.
across the street from that.
Oh,
I
excellent.
drove by it and it's not there.
It's yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's that somebody flipped it. That house recently was purchased and flipped.
It's good to see progress
yes.
and not needing like the code enforcement to take care of it.
No, yeah, that house was that person bought it and completely flipped it. So I know it's out in the aerial, and I was like, oh, it looks so much better now.
Attorney, anything?
Nothing for me, thank you.
All right. Hearing nothing, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Oh, you guys gotta get faster than that.
All in favor?
Much faster.
All in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
We are adjourned.